Hello, Newport, and welcome to From the Desk of the Mayor. Thank you, NEK-TV, for always giving me this opportunity to reach out to our Newport residents. I am so proud to be able to act as your current mayor, and I do want you to know that over the holidays I was able to reflect on the many, many challenges and the blessings of the past year, and also the adventures that are planned for the next year. And this particular year is absolutely no exception. I actually take great pride in the work that the 2024 City Council has actually done for you, Newport. We're leaving Newport now in a sounder state. It's better than when I started, and we have constructed a solid foundation that will better serve future generations of civic leaders and administrators. It is very important that you understand that the work that we have done was to reform the way the city does business. In past years, the mayor and council began to deviate from the terms of the Newport City Charter. And it is a good, strong charter. You just need to abide by that charter. So it is important to know that the stray was largely letting a city manager, a person who is not accountable to voters, run things. Inappropriate. Our city charter is a matter of law, and it requires a mayor and council to be more directly involved in the operation of the city. Specifically, working with our lawyers, and we specifically restored the governance system, which is now and was adopted by the city residents at the ballot box decades ago. Under the strong mayor, strong council style governance, that is our model and what was voted on, the mayor is the CEO of the city. So you have a mayor who is also the chief executive officer of the city. And the council members have expressed responsibility for the fiscal and operational well-being of Newport. We've essentially restored accountability at the ballot box for elected officials who fail to live up to expectations as to how we run our city. That is a good thing. I ask you to remember that because January 27th is the day that everybody's petitions need to be in for any of the elected offices that are open. We've also worked on better managing our city funds. We have ended the practice of using special purpose funds and grant monies to actually shore up shortfalls in other fund accounts. Some of that has meant that we now need to play catch up in certain areas. Well, we are doing that, and we are looking at our water and sewer monies. But we are rebuilding our finances to better ensure that we are handling scarce taxpayer dollars responsibly and with integrity. And that is the job of the mayor and fellow council members. And that is the responsibility of the treasurer's office, and it is the responsibility of the department heads who the CEO is charged with under the charter of overseeing and making sure that they do their jobs. So please understand that being a mayor comes with accountability and a lot of responsibility. You need to work. It's not just about kissing babies and going to ceremonies and waving in parades. It is work. So I personally have strived to make our work as a council more accessible and transparent to you, the voters. Twice a week, I set aside hours of my day to meet with anyone who wanted to come down to City Hall and ask questions. I helped you. I advised you on where to get the best resources for issues that you had questions about. My weekly articles in the Daily Express and the Dispatch those appearances on NEK-TV, they all gave me the ability to inform you, the voters, of the work that we are doing at the council. There's been a lot of news to tell, and there's been a lot of news that we cannot tell, because I have, as your mayor, a responsibility to protect the city. You are the city. To make sure that the city doesn't fall prey to unnecessary liability, to deal with frivolous lawsuits, to try to keep order in council meetings. And you know what? It's business. And I have to act as your mayor in a business professional manner. This is not just, oh, hi, I want to be the mayor, everybody love one another. That is not what the mayor does. Of course we love one another. But the bottom line is, better be able to roll up your sleeves. You better have the ability, the business acumen, the accounting background, the legal understanding to come on out and do the job if we want Newport to strive. I've been particularly excited about what has been going on. I love the fact that I was able to do the Walk with the Mayor NEK-TV series with Todd Pronto. We will continue that through the end of March, I believe, or beginning of March, and we will continue that. We're supposed to do it after New Year, and we'll be setting the dates. Very important that our Main Street, East Main Street, and our other businesses in Newport are recognized. It is so important that everybody understands that the City Council inherited from prior administrations a lot of messes, and we have worked through those. There is now a structure. There are now policies. There is now a foundation to move forward. I'm not going to detail them all here, but it is sufficient to say that we had things that needed fixing, and we have worked hard to actually do that. As for next year, I am personally going to be working on some really important initiatives that will have impact beyond the Northeast Kingdom. I'm excited that I have been appointed by Governor Scott to very many committees and boards. One is the Workforce Development Task Force. I am on the Vermont Housing Commission. I am on the Aviation Advisory Council. And very important, I am a women commissioner for the state of Vermont. And those initiatives do have a strong impact not only on the state, but Newport specific. So you will be hearing from me on many of these issues. I will always keep not only the state, but Newport at hand when I am looking at these various committees and issues. So I do have plenty on my plate. And remember that I stepped into a special election, which is a little shorter term than usual for a mayor, because I took the position by your election, and I thank you. And it was a big election. It was over 70% who voted for me when Mayor Barnes resigned. But I have actually approached this mayor office differently. I used the charter. I came in as a lunchbox mayor of sorts. I rolled up my sleeves and I went to work to fix things. My career has been as a turnaround specialist. I am appointed as a receiver by judges in various states. I come in and I fix things, both domestically and internationally. And that's how I approach Newport. Come in, fix the messes, go forward, try to keep the continual messes or noise at bay, but do it professionally with the understanding that it was for the benefit of our citizens in Newport and the hopes that Newport could move forward. So while this was challenging, I want to tell you that I have enjoyed this work very, very much. And I've made such great friends here. And I want you to understand that our city by the lake is very important. So I'm going to ask you voters, I urge you to stay informed. Don't make this a popularity contest for your next mayor. come and speak to me. I will be more than happy to talk to you about maybe what skill sets are needed. I still have my mayor's hours on Monday mornings from 9 to 11 and on Wednesdays by appointment. Be smart. Watch who you vote for. Your mayor needs to work. Your mayor needs to understand that they have the obligation to make sure that the city runs. And that if the people are not there inside the city to make it run, that mayor needs to roll up their sleeves and have the ability and the time to do this job. So I want to thank everybody for voting for me. I want to tell everybody, if you see me out there, don't be strangers. Come and talk with me. I have a lot of work to do to give back to the state of Vermont and to all of us. So thank you, and I am here as your mayor. Thank you.